Let me show you how to make the most delicious, tender, soft short ribs I know. First, we add some freshly ground black pepper. This can also be all-season pepper. Next, we add a generous amount of salt. Of course, we can't forget garlic in this seasoning mix. It's an essential component. Mix these spices thoroughly. We have special short ribs from the Black Angus cow from the USA. You can clearly see how marbled this meat is. The more fat, the better the flavor ultimately becomes from this meat. You'd like to get rid of this because it hinders the smoky flavor. Don't trim too much. You can use this fat later, for example, in making hamburgers. We leave the flies on the bottom intact. Now we're going to season the meat with the spices we prepared earlier. Make sure not to miss any side, the top, bottom, and sides. Use a generous amount. Place a tray underneath to catch the spices, so you can reapply them to ensure they stick well. Now let the short ribs sit in the refrigerator for about 12 hours. This allows the spices to infuse the meat, enhancing the flavor. Now comes the most enjoyable moment. Fire up the barbecue. Add some smoking wood. You can often purchase this from your local butcher. Ensure that the barbecue is at 100 degrees Celsius, which is equivalent to 220 degrees Fahrenheit. Once the barbecue has reached this temperature, you can place the meat on it and close the lid of the barbecue. Don't forget to regularly check that the temperature remains steady and there's enough smoking wood. If the wood runs out, add new wood to keep that smoky goodness going. Let the meat smoke for about 6 hours, and then we'll wrap it in butcher paper and aluminum foil. This is how the short ribs look after about 6 hours. You can check if it's done when you can insert the thermometer into the meat without resistance. Wrap the meat tightly in butcher paper, then wrap it in aluminum foil. This ensures the meat becomes tender and continues to cook, preventing it from drying out. Following that, return the short ribs to the barbecue for roughly another 2 hours. Finally, the moment we've been waiting for. It's time to unwrap those delicious short ribs and cut them into beautiful pieces. The meat is a true work of art, with a perfect balance of marbling and fat, making it a visual delight. As you slice into it, you'll find a juicy, succulent interior that's a testament to the hours of slow smoking. It's still fragrant and moist, ensuring it hasn't dried out. Every bite promises a burst of flavor. Now, it's time to savor these delectable short ribs.